5 expressions to level up your English. Let's go. Alright, so these 5 expressions were delved into more deeply on the Aussie English podcast recently. We're going to go through them one by one. I will show you them on the screen and you can click the link above each one if you would like to check out the full episode on the podcast. Let's go. So, number 1. Belly of the beast. Belly of the beast. You're often going to hear this as to be in the belly of the beast. If you're in the belly of the beast, this is to be in the middle of a very dangerous or bad situation, maybe a dangerous place. So literally and figuratively, when Pinocchio's dad was swallowed by the whale, he was in the belly of the beast. We can also use this to mean that you are in the location where work takes place. So if you're in an office of a building that is owned by a company and that's where all of the work takes place, you could say that you're in the belly of the beast. If you are in a submarine and you go to the engine room, you could say, I'm in the belly of the beast. To be in the belly of the beast. Pete's been in the belly of the beast all day. To have balls. Now, this is kind of a crass, informal expression, but you're going to hear this a lot down under, and you're probably going to hear this everywhere else in the Western world as well that speaks English. So if you have balls, this is the idea that you are incredibly brave, that you are courageous, right? And balls here is referring to testicles. So we can mostly use this on guys. It's a little weird if you say this woman has balls. Although people can say that at times to really overemphasize how brave, courageous, and even blokey a woman can be, right? So if you've got a woman that you know who's really ballsy, she has a lot of balls, she has balls, she is incredibly courageous, she's incredibly brave. She's as brave as any guy out there, she's got a lot of balls. But we can also use this expression to mean to have the audacity to do something. So imagine I walk into my boss's office, although I'm my boss, so I guess this would be a conversation with myself.
Hey Pete, what is going on? Not much, mate. But we'd actually say, what's going on?
I have a boss. I walk into his office and I tell him, I think I'm doing a badass job. I think I'm doing really well at work. Give me a raise. He might be like, you're right, but geez, to come in here and say that takes a lot of balls. Here's your raise. Number 3, to have a bone to pick with someone. To have a bone to pick with someone. If you have a bone to pick with someone, this is that you have a grievance, you have an issue with someone that needs to be resolved. It needs to be talked out, it needs to be discussed and solved, right? You need to sort that out. You have a bone to pick with someone. So maybe I walk into my boss's office, tell him I want a raise, and he says, before I give you a raise, I've got a bone to pick with you. Pete, you came to work the other day and you didn't have any pants on. Again, this is like the 4th time it's happened this week. You can't come in here with no pants. It's scaring the other employees. So if you want a raise, you're gonna have to start wearing some pants. That's not a true story, I promise you. I always wear pants. I'm not wearing any pants. Number 4. Number 4 is to cheat death. If you cheat death, you escape a dangerous situation with your life. You don't die, right? So death gets cheated. The man death, the ominous black thing that comes and picks you up when you cease to exist, when you cease to live, you've cheated him. You have beat him, right? You've cheated death. You have escaped with your life. So imagine I'm riding my bike down the street and a car clips me on the side. I lose control, but then I regain control and I'm like, oh my God, thank God I survived. I didn't die. Not today, death. I've cheated death. I've cheated death. I survived. Number 5, guys, is to be caught with your pants down. To be caught with your pants down. This isn't a throwback to the previous example I gave you about not wearing pants at work. If you are caught with your pants down, this means to be caught unawares, to be caught in a compromising situation, right? That you would otherwise not like to have been caught in. So for instance, imagine that I go to the toilet and my son suddenly barges in, throws the door open and is like, hey dad, let's go outside and play soccer. I'm caught with my pants down, both literally and figuratively. I'm caught sitting on the dunny, sitting on the toilet. My pants are literally down, so I'm in a compromised position. This is not something that I like other people to see me doing, right? I have been caught with my pants down. So guys, that is it for today. Belly of the beast. To have balls, to have a bone to pick with someone, to cheat death, and to be caught with your pants down. My challenge for you is to use one in the comment below. If you want to learn more about each of these expressions, make sure to click the link that came up above or go down into the description. And if you want to keep learning Aussie English, check out this video here. See ya.